you guys are sitting around the table at the embassy, and Katar Balar, the Lego-headed guy, is talking to you, and he goes, "And that's all we need." And he looks at you guys and goes, "Nobody was listening to me, were they?"
Did you say something?
He just sighs and hangs his head. He says, "Okay, let's try it again. We need a little favor, but we're not sure how we can get you there because of the Clems. So you're going to have to take a risk unless you've got your own way to get there. But in Chicago, within the we've got a problem. We've got a guy named Neil Batah. His work partner Tara, she reported that he went missing and stuff. So
Okay, Neil, I got. How do we spell the last name?
Batah, the Indian way, he says. I think he's Indian. He looks blankly at you. Anyway.
And our interface is who again?
Her name is Tara.
Tara. Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Jeff, it's just adorable how your cat sits on the back of your chair.
Oh yeah. That. Yep, that's her favorite spot.
Yeah, she can keep an eye on what you're doing.
Yep. She's a scaredy cat, and she was a rescue, and she liked humans but was afraid of everything else. And so I spent time with her, and we put her food next to me, and then she was happy because there was a human nearby to protect her. And that was like 14 years ago, and she's now my cat. So.
It wouldn't be so bad if you didn't keep randomly firing a starter pistol in the air. But anyway, so Katar continues. Silence about your cat. Katar continues. People are always sent in pairs on these missions for protection and support. These two are both accountants. We sent them to Chicago to do research on various accounting type stuff to help out Mr. Rad's business. We got word from her saying Neil Batah didn't come home after a concert he'd been to, which is totally out of character for him. When she checked a bit deeper into it, she was told by other patrons at the club that he had apparently become a roadie for some band called Dark Star. The club is called Club Hellmouth. She'll have more information for you, but anyway, so here are pretty much when you get to St. Louis, she will be able to find you because we've got her, or she told us she would be keeping an eye on Clem's there. So just make sure you're at the Clem's. However you end up getting there, make sure you're at the Clem's. Here's $500 in Shermer money. And here's some keys for a clean car. And we've also gotten you a room at a Motel 6 if you need to stay overnight.
In which location? Is that in Chicago or St. Louis?
Chicago. St. Louis will just be to get your briefing, but she'll come to you, not to be rude or anything, but we don't want you to know where any of our safe houses or observation posts or anything like that are.
Why don't you want to know? Why don't you want us to know that I just have the evil entity in me that would know everything about your things? I don't understand why. Why are you so careful?
Okay, that makes me want to psychoanalyze her.
I was going to say it's because you know Freddy and he might find out. I did not know about a new evil entity. He just looks at you for a while.
I would never tell Freddy anything. I'm not totally crazy.
He says, so this evil entity thing,
Oh, forget about it. I was just joking.
She's just such a joker.
Yana,
I'm almost the Joker.
he looks alarmed. Yana, notice your roll
so
20
serious?
messages. Look at your roll 20 messages. Keep track of your roll 20, Yana.
Mm-hmm.
He says, okay, well, I guess that we should be okay. He shuffles some papers. He says,
These violent rides have violent ends.
All right. Well, there's this about Clem's.
Yes.
Good,
He says, Clem.
significant chance of taking a bath.
Why did I
Bath?
say that?
About baths or the violent thing?
The violence. Like, I like violence, but I don't know why I said that.
Okay. Well, you must be busy. So anyway, this is
very busy, yes.
For your payment. It'll include the clean car if it survives. If it doesn't, well, then you get less pay, and the money that's on the table here, which plus the hotel room. He gives you the address of the hotel. Just pick up your keys. They're under the name of Qatar. Just ask for Qatar. That's the name they're under. Okay. Mm-hmm. Everything's paid for.
All right. So who wants to handle money? Do you guys want me to do it again, or does one of you guys want to handle money?
I don't care about money.
You seem to do a good job of it. I'm content to let that ride.
Okay, fair enough.
Let it ride on Mr. Wallace.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm wearing red, so we'll put it all on red. Yeah.
Qatar looks nervously at you, nervously at the woman with no name.
Don't worry, Qatar. It will be fine.
Okay.
All right. We'll have a look and see if we can find this missing person for you.
Like I said, Clem's is still malfunctioning from what I understand, although we keep asking the other guys to fix it. So if you've got an alternative way there and you want to use that, that's on you. If you're going to use Clem's, be careful, don't drown.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that. You got something I can wrap my pistol in that'll keep it from getting wet?
If you go to where it'll get wet, yeah, you're going to have a lot bigger problems in your pistol. You're not going to need to worry about your pistol ever again, is my guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's nobody to trump me out, huh?
Mm-hmm.
He said, all right, good luck. We're all counting on you. Find out what happened to Mr. Bata. Bring him back alive and in good health and happy if possible.
Oh, that's no fun.
And gosh, what else should I put in? Mildred's involved. Don't burn down anything. Avoid police. Don't get our other operative killed.
Jeez, you're picky.
Yeah, I didn't do anything like that in the past.
Look, they're just accountants. They're not used to the kind of things you guys do.
Accountants are evil.
Then you should get along fine. Good day.
But I'm the good guy. Okay. Sorry.
Well, the way I see it, we stand a significant chance of not even getting there. But
he gets up and waddles off as you guys are talking because it would depress him to stick around.
So you guys don't have trams of Chicago, I guess, right?
I have 2 trumps, and neither of them are anywhere near Chicago.
Okay. I could try shadow walking you if we manage to find something that would move more quickly than walking.
Do you have targeted shadow walk or the basic one?
The basic one, yeah.
Ooh, well, you've never been to fucking Nepal before, I guess, so it
Yeah.
might be a fun way to visit that.
So like whole Earth.
Seemed to be last time you were there.
Uh, I hoped it would be just like a
America, so you can
yeah.
travel anywhere in 48 hours or less. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like Clem's it is.
I don't want to die by drowning. Drowning.
Yeah, there's a significant chance of that because who knows how many times we're gonna have to try.
Oh, the last time that I used Clem's, we were coming here actually, and we went from I think it was Shermer or somewhere. I think it was St. Louis, and we went from there to Barber. The Clem looked like a slee stack, and then we tried again and came here. So it worked okay for me.
But so how do clams work is that there is many zones and it's random. So you got lucky last time. Doesn't mean you got lucky this time. You can just as well end up underwater and die, which I wouldn't prefer because I died already too many times.
Yeah, near as I can figure
out either.
10% chance of ending up underwater every time you try.
Yeah.
Which is fine if you make it on the first roll, and not so great if you don't.
Speak only in game. There are no rolls and shit in game.
Right.
Okay, please translate that to press your luck.
Better.
Yeah.
You're not going to take my percentage chance away from me.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you, but I don't have any other way to get there.
I do not either.
Other than shadow walking, as we could end up anywhere on the planet at that point. So,
but like if we end up in Nepal, that's not that bad. I always wanted to see Nepal.
Yeah, but we also might end up at the bottom of the ocean. And then drown. What's the chance of that happening? It's about the same as using Clems. So.
Well, you only live, however many times.
It's a good correction there, since Mildred has died multiple times, and you're like, a few times, yes.
Let's not do it.
Oh, by the way, after attempting your psychoanalysis, perhaps on Mildred, you think that she knows a lot more about you and has somehow gotten into your head.
Oh shit!
Yeah, yeah. She may even be controlling you now. You're not really certain. She seems to be enjoying it, though. Either way.
Get out of my head!
I'm not at your head. What are you talking about?
Not your head.
All right. Well, we can either trust in the powers that be, or go do something else. I think that Mildred was just voting for something else. Was that what that was?
Not really. I just don't know like how to get there because I don't want to die in water, and so the only thing I can do is the non-targeted shadow walk, which can put us anywhere.
Which would also potentially cause us to die from water.
But it's more fun than to die in the ocean than to die in like stupid Burlington.
Well,
or we could like, yeah, I don't know how to do that.
Is Katar still running, or did he wander off?
He fucking scarpered as soon as he was able to, because listening to you guys talk was starting to depress him a lot. So you've got $500, car keys, and objective is all he left you with.
I try to meditate.
Are you You're kind of at one with yourself.
Do I try to like contact my inner evil?
Great. I'll be right back. I'll be in earshot, so just a sec.
There's so much of it.
Which evil?
So much inner evil.
Okay. Sigh. So you can speak to me, I say to my inner evil.
She's also whispering that out loud, which is freaking you guys out just a little bit.
Yeah.
Not really. No. Not really freaking me out.
It keeps a banana pointed at you. You feel nervous about it. It's got a
No,
lot.
I'd feel more nervous about the banana rather than Mildred talking to herself.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Well, they say talking to yourself is a sure sign of insanity. Well, we know Mildred's insane, so it makes sense.
Everything is as it should be. I wonder if what would happen if I would like perma-die? What would happen to these like things inside of me?
I wanted to ask you about those things inside of you too.
Yeah.
Sounds like you got a full house going on there.
or at least one of the kind.
Just a few beings.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if the person who stole my heart didn't do it, so I just couldn't go back to my old body. And
I was wondering that too. Who has your heart?
wow, so many people have my heart. But I don't know who has it, but what if they stole it just because they didn't want me to go back and they wanted this body to deteriorate?
Mm-hmm.
So I like perma-die, and then the things inside of me can do anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you should work on that.
Great. Very helpful.
Yeah, I have no idea who would steal your heart or anything.
Thank you for the encouragement.
I've seen your real body, but yeah, the whole thing's kind of confusing to me.
Mm-hmm.
I've also been hearing the talk about how you have other things inside you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I, from past experience, watching TV and whatever, having more than one thing in a vessel is usually not very good.
It's more fun, more voices. You are not so alone all the time.
So are you able to contact the two people inside you?
Well, it's weird. Like when I meditate, Logan, do I feel like there are two things in me?
You're not sure how many things are in you.
Yeah.
Because
like
it could be your imagination also. You don't know. You're pretty sure there's at least one other presence, maybe more.
Well, when they sense power pattern and such in me, so they sense pattern and something, like they sense two other things. Like the one is like shout of something pattern.
The way I remember it, it was two pattern thingies and one logos thingy.
Yeah.
All in your head. And none of that seemed to count you.
No, I think the one pattern thingy was that I walked the pattern. And then there is one pattern thingy that is something else. That's like the good Janus. And then there's the chaos Janus.
So you're like a party unto yourself there, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
I'm so many people. I'm so great. I know that not everybody like can reach to this level. So I will be talking to you is a little boring because you are just one person, each of you. But I will get used to it.
Yeah, we'll try not to be boring.
Mhm.
Do you want to go to Chicago?
Wow.
No? Oh, how? You said how. Yeah, well, we appear to have one route that might kill us, or then who knows what the hell's going to happen if we try walking around in shadow.
Yeah, keep or in mind that just because you fail a roll doesn't mean you're not stuck in some other fucked up shadow.
Hmm.
You may be stuck in there some other fucked up shadow if you fail your roll.
And if we're using my shadow walk skill, the odds are far, far better with Clem's.
Yeah, mine too.
They look to you, the three of you, for leadership, Mildred.
No, never.
Well, sort of more just a yes or a no. Yay or nay on Clem's.
But I really like, so if we use clams, can we do something to, when we end up in the underwater, can we bring something with us that will like save us from dying or something?
Sure, we can ask around here, see if they have anything.
What, like fishbowl helmets?
I guess.
Just an oxygen tank, with a mask or something,
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Aren't we a little wrong tech for that?
Oh no.
Well, it depends on what they have here. I have no idea. I know that some of the people have stored things here, so there's got to be some stuff available.
Oh, you mean digging around in the vault?
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Mhm.
Well,
Also, we can scuba dive, none of us. So I don't know how helpful would. So if we something helpful would be something really simple that you use like really simply. So you don't have to know how to use it, basically.
bag over your head with a zip tie?
That's a game that children get to play called Spaceman Spiff on an alien planet running out of air.
Yeah, we just need something that would hold a couple minutes worth of air so that we could tell the underwater Clem to take us someplace else.
How do you even speak underwater?
That was my next question.
Well, yeah, I don't know how they would speak underwater, but if he could understand what we're saying, I think he could probably continue moving us on to the next place.
Yeah, but
so so if we have like some kind of helmet or something that is sealed, we would be all right.
Well, sounds like, if going by my knowledge of the techno level here, we might come up with fish bowls.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody was doing pressure diving suits at this point. I don't think it goes quite back that far. But if we could seal the fish bowls around our necks, I guess that would give us a minute or two.
Yeah, that's all we need. So,
and we go ahead.
How will we communicate with the clam underwater?
Well, if we have a helmet or something over our face which has air in it, we could talk and he would be able to hear, because water actually is very conductive to sound. So,
okay.
Or maybe he'll be wearing a helmet and you can just touch helmets.
Oh, that sounds too intimate.
Wait a minute. There's also the issue with lighting.
Oh.
Aren't many of these places just dark?
Well, I've got a flashlight.
I've got one too, but I didn't specify watertight. And we're not going to get that here.
Meanwhile, it shows in town away from the embassy. Some guy foot falls through like one of the wooden sidewalks. He's like, ah! Just to show off the tech level.
Oh, Tim, my flashlight is one of the fancy LED ones. Does it appear to be watertight?
Yeah, it doesn't say it is, but you might get a minute out of it or less. You know, there's hope. In frail hope.
Yeah.
Of course, you're making a lot of wild assumptions about, underwater. Cool. As long as you realize that, that's fine.
Fine.
You guys continue sitting in the room.
This whole game session will be just us sitting in this room, I know it.
You're gonna have to gird yourself and go get some.
All right. Well, is Katar still around?
No, he still scarpered off a long time ago because listening to you guys was depressing him, so he went away.
Is anybody around who can get Katar?
No,
I asked that out loud.
You look at the other two people in the room with you, that seems to be it. It's like you and him and her and whatever's inside of her. That's it.
Oh, normally we're getting accosted all the time here.
Well, that's because normally Freddy's 4 guards are here, but, there's no Freddy, so there's no Freddy guards.
All right, well, let's... Go ahead.
We want to look if there is some underwater gear here somewhere or what?
Well, those who have been here before know that, outside of the embassy, because it takes 5-10 minutes to get to the fucking gates, and then you can go downtown, which is pretty much connected. It's like 5-10 minute walk. So you'd be walking 10 to 20 minutes, and then you're in the downtown shopping thing, and you could wander around the stores there and look and see what they've got if you want.
Do you want to go there?
Do you have any money?
We will steal everything.
Oh, yeah, that'll make it all better.
No, I have no money here. I have no currency here.
Cool. Your shopping trip does not look like it's going to go well here.
I think we just send Kate and go to Clem's and see what happens.
Can we ask the person in charge of the vaults here if they have something in the vaults? He will tell us we are not Joshua McCabe, probably, but still. I don't remember his name, but I remember he exists. I talked to him many times and I know where he lives. That's not true, it's true. Can I just go to the person?
Which person?
I don't remember his name, but...
How am I to know which? You can find a random person if you want. I'm not sure if you want a specific person.
The guy who is in charge of things.
Oh, yeah, him. You have no idea where to find him because he's always in a different place every time. But I'm sure if you ask for him by name to any of the people here, they'd be happy to direct you.
I describe him to the people.
Excellent. Can you describe him to me? I'll sell for a pretty simple, color, skin, hairstyle. If you can give me that, I'm happy to.
He's the guy in charge.
They look at you of which part of the thing, like waste reclamation or recycling or.
No, the important things.
Rations.
No.
Sleeping place allocation.
Oh Jesus, yeah. No good if I don't remember people's names.
She may have been making up this person you two are thinking as you're following around and she's accosting random people.
It's real, I know it. Freddy always warns me not to talk to him.
Oh, is Freddy here? They look around.
Can I roll luck if I bump into him randomly?
I know he's not actually here right now, so no need to roll. I know where he is, actually.
Okay.
Cool. You wander around desultorily, just watching people like carving things or, painting things or making pots or whatever the fuck they're doing here. They're just sitting around crafting happily, not a care in the world, nobody else trapped inside of them.
I will unleash my inner evil on you.
They just smile and nod.
All these people that are crafting stuff, is there anybody that's making things out of like rubber and maybe glass?
No, they aren't that fucking technologically advanced here. Glass is a hell of a luxury back here. They have, instead of glass, they have wooden shutters. Very nice.
Oh yeah, that's all we need.
Yeah, you can make some wooden shutter helmets and stuff, and then when you open it up to say something, the water just fucking spits in, and you're like, no!
All right, we done wandering around?
Yeah, get him on task, Jeff. Badass.
Yeah, we can either go to Clem's and just go for it, or we can do something else.
Keep in mind, something else is all Old West shit at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Let's at least try to have something for underwater and not just go there to die.
They do have, the closest they've got for underwater stuff is they take like animal stomachs and turn them into like bladders for storing liquid and stuff. So if you were to get enough animal stomachs carefully sewn together and sealed with wax and whatnot, you could wrap them around your head. You would be totally unable to see. People probably wouldn't understand anything you said because it'd be muffled by animal skin or animal stomachs wrapped around your head like you're part of a giant sausage. Other than that, it might give you enough air to live for just a few more seconds, though, before you killed yourself from carbon monoxide poisoning.
Sounds great.
It's the way I've always wanted to go. Slowly and painfully over a period in an interesting way.
Well, we could check and ask around to see if anybody's got bladders.
Yeah, they give you a couple water skins full of water. There you go. Good adventuring to you.
How will we communicate with Clem if we have these?
Well, keep in mind, they're only water skin size, so like maybe 1 liter. And so if you were to stretch it on your head, like you ever see that old comedian who used to put a balloon over his face, like Howie Mandel or something like that, and he tried to talk through it? It was hilarious. That would be you.
I don't like this. Let's just do something more fun instead.
You could go rustle cattle.
Oh, no.
Just because they're constantly shitting and making noise and you have to be in the outdoors. Well, okay, that's their 3 strikes. So
It sounds too much like Freddy because of his armor.
Oh yeah, I'd remind you constantly being around Freddy. So 4 strikes. Good point, Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if we have water skins, there's
building over there.
What?
It's the Clem's building.
If we have water skins, we can dump the water out. Presumably, there's like some sort of strap or something by which you wear.
You're thinking you can have them somehow filled with air that you can. Yeah, that doesn't work worth a shit. I've seen that tried at so many swimming pools. It's hilarious, but it'll give you hope. So sure, go for it.
Wars have been won like that, man.
You'd do better with like a really long reed or something, I think. Maybe with a cork on the end.
Well, I got an idea of how we can communicate.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just wear a sign and just paint the sign with where we want to go.
Yeah, that's a good idea, except we've never actually ascertained that Clem reads. It's always been verbal communication.
And also underwater, it would smear.
Well,
Right.
with this tech, that's a good chance. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no Sharpies here.
Mm-hmm.
It just shows like the fucking press board just dissolve, and you're like. So you're gonna just grab your privates and go over there and go, I want to transport Clem. Keep in mind, Clem's is in a big stone building that's a little bit bigger than a barber shop. It's got all the interior spikes, not lit up at all because they're thinking Freddie will burn the fucker down somehow. And of course, the large amount, maybe 20, 30 people who are standing nearby with weapons, keeping an eye on it in case anything bursts out, they will be the first to throw down their weapons, scream, and run.
Coffee, nectar of the gods.
Let's walk up to Clem's at least.
No problem. They look at you nervously. Are you here to fix Clem's? Says one of them.
I don't know. Look at the barber pole. Is it right side up or upside down?
You're not sure. Plus, it's inside of a big stone building with huge gates that they have to crank open, and then they'll crank them closed once you're inside. The problem is that once they crank them closed, there's not really enough room to get out of the Clem's door and along the wall because they built spikes into it and stuff to keep people from doing things in there. If doors are still open, you might be able to reach the barbershop, but they're really into closing the doors fast because they are afraid of the Clems for some reason.
But is the barber pole on the outside of the building?
Yes, but it's on the outside of the building that's inside of the stone wall.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because what they did, just imagine a totally standard barbershop and say, I want to completely build a big stone building with big gates around this with a big thick roof and stuff so that if Cthulhu comes out of the barbershop, he'll at least be slowed down by the massive stone and spikes.
Gotcha.
No.
When the guy asked me if we're here to fix Clem's, I'm like, yeah, we're here to test it. So.
All right. Tell us when you're ready to go in. We'll open it, go in, grab your seats quick, and go to wherever you're going. Ready?
Are you guys ready?
No.
You know, we could try asking Clem about this.
Sure you can. Whatever you want. But as soon as you get in there, we're closing the doors.
And can you then open them again when we want to go out?
We can, but we don't recommend staying in there any longer than you need to because if something else comes in, you'll be trapped in there with it.
Yes. Well, you're going to have to leave the doors open while we're in there working on it. So
we can't do that. That's against our whole procedure thing. If you want, do you have any kind of light source?
Do you?
We're not allowed to have fire for 2 reasons.
I don't even want to know what they are.
All right. They nod at you like that's fair.
Mm-hmm. Do any of you guys know where I can get a lantern?
We're not allowed to have lanterns here because of the F factor.
Yes, I know that. I didn't ask you if you're allowed to have them. I said, where can I find one?
Oh, there's plenty and stuff. You just gotta, go in the buildings and stuff because that's what. Or candles. They've got candles.
Mm-hmm.
Nice tallow candles and stuff. They've taken to raising bees lately, he says, trying to strike up a conversation with you. You like bees?
No, we hate bees.
Oh. I was thinking about starting an apiary, but I don't like monkeys.
Uh-huh.
I see what you did there.
Why do you want light?
Yeah, there's no reason for light. Just tell Clem where you're going, and when you get to new location, if you want to fix them there, that's great. But this location, plus, if any of our people get through or whatever. Oh, by the way, where are you going to?
Going to St. Louis.
He goes see if there's any outgoing correspondence for St. Louis. One of the guys runs off. He comes back later with like a small hamper, and he gives it to you, and he goes, "Correspondence, St. Louis. If you run into any of our people there,
We will probably drown.
if you drown, then
Are you sure you want us to give this to us?
yeah, don't worry. I'm sure there's copies somewhere.
Uh-huh.
They got people for that to make copies.
Yeah.
They do. We've got a scribe section.
There are many copies.
Yeah.
Well,
Good luck. We're all counting on
I
you.
am totally confident that we're not going to drown.
Oh, good.
How are you confident?
I just am.
Why? It doesn't work like that.
You can see the confidence in his face, and that gives you hope. Hope that if there's any drowning, he'll be the first to go.
I know people who died this way, you know.
Sure. But you've got two gods in you. You should be fine.
Everybody backs away from her just a little bit. Just a little bit.
I had the gods inside me last time I died, and they didn't do shit.
Well, maybe you should tell them to do something next time.
Do you hear them?
Mm-hmm.
I talk to myself. Do you hear them, gods? Do something.
Give me a meditation roll, Yana.
Ooh. Fail.
You're not sure if this comes from your mind or theirs.
Mm-hmm.
The whisper I put in there.
Oh. I knew it. I always knew it. Okay, let's do it.
Right. They begin cranking open the gates. One of the guys goes, "Go, go, go!"
I just start walking inside.
Are you taking your hamper of mail with you, Jeff?
Sure.
Hooray! Are you going? Are you two going also? She's going in bravely.
I'm going in.
All right. Right. He sprints in. I want to be first. He says, "Close the gates!" Yells the guy. And meanwhile, you see Clem inside, and he goes, "Howdy, what can I do you for?" As the light's slowly going away as these massive spiked gates are closing.
I want to check the barber pole as we're going in.
Looks right side up to you, but it's kind of hard to tell because of the way the stripes go. But it seems okay. I mean,
right.
You're not really an expert on barber poles or anything yet.
But I remember them as a kid, so I know what they look like and how they spin and stuff. So
they spin round, round, baby, round, round, like a record, baby, round, 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 round.
Mm-hmm. Right, baby, right. Got it. Okay.
The light has gone away, and the doors close with a thundering ka-chung.
Mm-hmm. Well, I can go sit in a chair.
You feel your way over to the chair.
A barber chair, of course.
Yes.
Why is that?
Hey, Clem, you got anything for underwater? Help me breathe underwater?
I'm sorry, I don't understand. Howdy, what can I do you for?
I have a question for you, Clem. Can you read?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that.
Yep. All right.
We do know that Clem has a physical presence. He can be picked up and carried out of there. So he's probably got eyeballs. He's probably got. He's probably got eyeballs.
I thought he was just role-playing being in the dark.
This is me eye rolling. It doesn't come through as well on the camera. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Clem goes, howdy, what can I do you for? Who's not sitting down in a barber chair? Okay,
I'm
you're
not
all
sitting.
sitting in bar. Is anybody sitting in seat 4, the one closest to the back room? No? Okay.
No idea. Can't tell. It's dark.
Well, yeah. Because the seats are always in the same place, you could pretty much go to the same place and, you're fine. So Clem just every 1 minute repeats, howdy, what can I do you for? As you guys sitting there.
We'd like to go to St. Louis.
Howdy, what can I do you for?
Shaving a haircut.
Hot towel, he says.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going back to?
St. Louis.
Them as well?
Yep.
Right. Hot towels are put on each of your faces. Jeff, since you're the one who gave the full coherent command, roll a d10 and good luck.
I will hate you if I die because of you.
Yeah, this is all your fault now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mr. Wallace is rolling that. Okay, you guys are all laying in one bed. Everybody is dressed in black with this kind of stripy thing on it. And I will show you, hold on a second, a picture of it. Oh. Oh, yeah. Ow. Like, I know what's going on. We're just fucked now, aren't we? Ow. And reveal. And let's see, move them out. And look how happy Mildred looks.
I knew it. This is worse than dying.
Sorry, that's what 9 gives you. Anyway, you guys are all laying in the same bed. Ding, ding, ding. And you're all dressed in that same kind of jacket.
Oh, maybe I could just...
So there's no Clems inside here?
You seem to be in some sort of bedroom. It's got like a cabinet. It's got a kind of a kitchen, bathroom, bed.
It's a village.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm gonna say we're village people.
Mm.
I don't think I've been here before.
Really?
Well, you are in for
You've
it.
been here before. I know you've been here before because you were with me. Remember we fixed the tower here.
Yeah, this is where the hole was that you guys fixed.
Oh, that village.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know Clems went there.
There are no Clems there, no.
Oh, Clems just drops us off here.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
On a 9. By the way, if you wanted to spend a hero point or reroll card or something like that, you could. But otherwise, this is where you live now. Welcome to.
All right. Well, first off, can you go back to the thing so I can discard a couple cards? I noticed I have too many.
There you go.
And then I am gonna re-roll, but let me get this taken care of first.
For hilarity, I think Yana should still be dressed like that. Did you see how happy she looked in that picture?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I had to fucking troll search her fucking Facebook page, find the most unhappy looking picture, take the head off of it, and move it on.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and play a card and get a check in willpower.
Yay.
Awesome.
And I am going to spend that hero point.
Yay.
Correction.
Wait. I have a reroll card. Can I just give it to you and then you use that?
He has to give you back a card, but yes. Yes. Well, actually, the easy way to do it is if you say, I'm playing the reroll card, and then he just gives you a card. That way, it's like you guys swapped cards, and then he played it, and you ended up with a card, if you see what I mean.
Oh, I can use this to reroll his roll?
No.
No, you just discard it, and I'm going to give you a card.
Yeah, and then it's like you traded him a card, and then he played the reroll, but it's less card swapping bullshit because it's easier. Just because it's, going through roll 20. If we're at a table, you just go And that'd be that.
No, you
That's
didn't have
better.
to give me one back. Nope, just take this one back.
Yeah, you're not quite picking up what we're laying down yet. You would give him the reroll card. He would give you a different card. Then he would play the reroll card. End result, you end up with a new card, and the reroll card is discarded. If you were to discard the reroll card and he was to give you a different card, same end result. Less clicky. That's all.
But the reroll, he needs to be the one to play the reroll card.
I'm going to be playing the reroll card. Just put it on the discard pile.
Yeah. It's just like to make it easier for us as people because we all like
Yeah.
know what's happening and trust each other that we are not cheating.
I'm totally cheating right now. Why would you think any otherwise?
All right, Jeff. Assuming the reroll card has finally gotten played and he's been given a new card, please go ahead and roll your D10 again and good luck. 10.
Oh,
Right.
shit.
You guys are, the things are taken off. You seem to be in St. Louis. See? Easy, easy.
Oh, 10's good. Okay.
Thanks, no problem.
Yeah, you don't know why you got so worked up about it, you're thinking.
Shut up.
I told you.
Shut up.
I've seen
All
one out.
money on red. Red, I tell you.
No, I know why it was so easy because I'm a god, you know.
Oh, man.
Mm. I'm secretly a god.
I don't
do you
think the secret part works out.
Yeah, not anymore. Maybe you used to be.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
So is that the person we are supposed to meet here?
Not right hanging out in the barber shop with you.
We go
no, he's
outside.
going to be around, so I'll step outside for a second.
That same coffee place is right across the street. The guy goes,
Do you want to buy me a coffee?
Are you going to throw it at me?
You know. No.
Okay. If you promise that you're going to drink it and not throw it at me, I will be happy to buy you a cup of coffee.
Thank you. Okay.
Anybody else want coffee?
Yeah, you're making me fiend right now, Jeff.
you go across the street, you spend $3, you get 3 cups of coffee, come back, get it thrown in your face again.
No, I don't do it.
Oh,
this
okay.
time.
No problem.
See, I have trust in her.
Yeah. Isn't
Mm.
that great?
Do
Yep.
it. Yeah. Trust in my evil chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Go to
Yeah, but which one of her do you have trust in?
Yeah, good question. That I don't know.
Eventually,
Anyhow, we think. Mm-hmm.
eventually, you guys see a lady kind of nervously approach you.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Tara.
Yep. Hello, Tara.
She looks impressed, and here's what she looks
I've
like.
met her before. I've been here several times, so.
Hopefully you haven't done this fucking mod already. That'd really kill. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to double check the fucking names on PCs who have done. TJ, Scott, Sheila. Okay, no. We should be good.
Yeah, I've not been on this mod, but I've been here. I've been to St. Louis, so.
All right. She says, please follow me.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
And we'll
I do.
follow.
She just goes. No problem. She takes you guys over to like a little cafe and stuff where you have to end up ditching your coffee. Well, you probably already finished them by now. By the time she got there, it was not immediate. But she takes you to the little cafe, orders some stuff for you guys, and is just talking to you softly. And she goes, Here's a picture of and she takes the hamper full of mail. If you
I was just going to say, I got a hamper for you full of stuff.
She appreciates it. Maybe there'll be some messages from my husband in there. If he didn't write, he will suffer when I get home. She says, "This is Neil Bata." She gives you the picture. he was at a club in Chicago. He normally doesn't go to clubs, but he was going stir crazy, and it's called Club Hellmouth.
Why is it called that? I don't like that.
I don't know. Why is this called Joe's Coffee and More? I don't know. People name things weird.
Did you hear about the real Hellmouth?